It's time now for Countywide, a special presentation of Yavapai Broadcasting News. Join Paul David and Kyle Benedict as they talk with our community's leaders, newsmakers, and people in the know. You'll hear about the hot topics that affect all our lives in Yavapai County. And now here's today's Countywide.
Welcome to Countywide. I'm Paul David. Great to have you in the studio today. We're going to be talking about horses. Coming up on April 15th through the 17th is the Verde Valley Equine Festival. More information at verdevalley.equinefestival.com. We have Darcy Cochran and Jody Swink in studio. Welcome.
Hello. How you doing, Paul?
I am great. And it was really good to see both of you. We've been chatting for about 20 minutes here, and we've already done the show once, so we're going to do it again. So everything you told me once,
right.
Got to make sure you say it again.
Okay.
Yeah, got to make sure we say it again. All right, so this is coming up just around the corner next month. And let's talk about how it got started. I think we're going to go with Darcy with this one, right?
Yeah, this is actually the brainchild of my co-chairwoman, Janet Gabrielson. She's been a member of the Rio Verde Rover since she was 14. The club's been in existence since 1972. It's an all-women's mounted drill team and equestrian club that's based here in the Verde Valley. And she really wanted to have something that had a bunch of different clinicians come together of all different range of English, Western, dressage, anything, and just come together and offer clinics to educate and teach horse people something new, because as horse owners, we're always looking for something to further our education or make our relationship with our horse better. And so we thought, well, that'd be great. And we kind of put together a one-day, we had maybe 15 different clinicians and stuff, and we really didn't know how to get the word out. We didn't have a marketing director, and we hold a trail ride every fall, and it's a big trail ride. 125 women bring their horses and their rigs out into the middle of nowhere in the woods, and we provide a catered 3-day event.
Oh, wow,
and
that sounds like fun.
It is a lot of fun. And Jody Swink's wife, Billy Joe, has been on that ride for years and years, and that's how we met Jody. And he came to us at the trail ride with this wonderful idea on how to make our event a 3-day event and include the Arizona Horseman's Challenge, a colt starting championship in it. And that's kind of where it all began. So that's how it started.
What is the Rio Verde Rover? Let's talk about that a little bit more. You mentioned it. It's been around since 1972, I think you said?
Yeah, 1972. It was a group of ropers and ranchers' wives that wanted to do something while their husbands got together and roped every Sunday. And they thought, well, we'll start a drill team. And they did parades across the whole state. They did drill, and a mounted drill team does musical maneuvers.
I was going to say, what is a mounted drill team do?
It's a team, and we do mounted maneuvers to music, and we kind of do it in unison. So it's kind of like water ballet, but on horses. It's really fun to participate in. It's fun to watch, and it's really exciting to do. And so they formed the drill team, and then over the years, there have been more and more people join, and it's all women, and that aren't really interested in drill, but they're interested in our trail ride. Our trail ride is celebrating our 35th year this year.
Oh,
this
wow.
year will be 35.
Now, is it the same trail ride every year, or is this something different?
We rotate around. The Coconino National Forest has group sites that we can use, and we rotate around. There's about 4 that we can use because women have big rigs they bring, and so we have to have it somewhere they can get in and out. We have a huge tent that we put up. We provide meals. We provide wrangler-led rides. So the only men in camp are the wranglers, and it's 125 women, and it is a weekend of absolute fun. It's kind of like the girls' vacation. There's lots of women come from California, Colorado. We have some that fly in from New Jersey and meet up with family and come up to the trail ride.
Oh, that sounds like fun. So it's not like okay, we're gonna start here and end here.
No.
You go at one location and you head out.
And we head out 6 different rides every day.
Okay.
So yeah, so that's part of what we do, and that's been kind of our primary fundraiser. And then the Equine Festival came along, and that's, so we have the fall, we have the trail ride, and in the spring we have the Equine Festival that we do. And
the Equine Festival, it's got to be pretty well attended, I would imagine. There's a lot of horses in the Verde Valley. And horse people.
There's a lot of horse people here. We have about 6.
Yeah, it's getting better.
Yeah.
It's getting better?
Yeah.
What does that mean? Do you think we got a shortage of horses in the area, maybe?
No, I think we got plenty of horses. We just got to get the owners there.
Yeah.
Okay.
To our festival.
But it's growing, and we've been happy with our growth. We didn't want to grow too fast anyways. We wanted to be able to make sure we're giving a good product and taking care of small problems, and we've kept it kind of small up to this point, and I think now we're ready to expand a little bit more and take on a little bit more and get bigger.
Now, as far you said it's been small, what kind of attendance are we talking about at something like this?
We've been around 600 over the course of the weekend, the 3 days.
Okay. And where's it at?
It's at the Verde Valley Fair Arena at the fairgrounds.
So there's plenty of room.
Oh yeah, plenty of room. And we have clinics going on in 4 different areas. We have the main arena, the warm-up arena, the round pen, and then we also have a seated clinician area. So there's 4 clinics going on all day, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So there's plenty to choose from.
Yeah.
How many horses do you think will be there?
Oh gosh.
We'll over the weekend we'll probably have a couple hundred horses through there, you know, and that's the other thing, you know, every hour we have 4 clinics every hour. You know?
Oh wow, okay, so there's lots to choose from.
Yeah, that's the other thing. So, you know, that's one thing that we offer that a lot of places aren't offering is if you sit down and you're watching this gentleman and you go, I already kind of know this, or it's kind of boring, you know, you can get up and within 100 yards there's 3 other clinics going on. So the one thing that we've been able to do is come up with a product that keeps people there all day long. They don't get bored. There's always something to do. There's always something new going on, you know. So we do have the ability that once people get there, they have a good time and they're there all day.
Let me ask you this. If I had a horse that maybe I'm butting heads with or I'm having some trouble with, obviously this is going to be the place where I'm going to want to come and learn about that. Now, is this something I bring my horse to? No.
Well, we do have participation clinics where you can get on, and on our website you'll find more information. And we have, Lanny Leach is doing 2 of the participation clinics, and then I'm trying to think of the name of his Working Equitation is our 3rd. Right. And if you wanted to sign up to do one of those clinics, you could. But generally, if you have a problem with your horse, this is a fantastic opportunity to come and see a lot of different trainers teaching you something, to see not everybody teaches the same way and communicates the same way. So this is some place you could come and see and find a trainer that you think, this one will work for me.
And that's when we put this together with the trainers, that was one of our biggest things. Is this is more or less a place for trainers, and we have trainers now. In the beginning, we had to ask trainers to come. Now we have so many calls of trainers that want to be here, we have to turn them away.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's really, that's great. It is nice.
Yeah.
So more or less, this is a workshop for the trainers to present themselves, people to come and interview them, you know, see how they are. In the horse industry, you can get any trainer you want, but if you're not comfortable with that trainer and you can't communicate with that trainer, it's not going to do you any good. So this is a place you can come, you can see them work with horses, you can see how they explain stuff, and some trainers will just talk over people's heads. They're at a different level. So this is a place you can come and more or less interview a trainer and find one that you go, hey, that guy might work for me and help me with my problems or take me to the next level.
Pick up some tips too that maybe you can take home and try out on your own and see if you can make some headway there.
And one of the neatest things of creating this and bringing so many trainers together, I love seeing the trainers get together and they will talk to each other and they'll watch each other, and they're constantly learning from each other, and they'll ask, well, what would you do in this situation? How would you handle that? And it's a wonderful networking opportunity just amongst themselves to get together. It's very rare that they all get together in one place for a whole weekend to spend time together, and I love watching that. Yeah. I think that's...
And me as a trainer in being selfish, it's awesome for me because we do the wealth of knowledge is there, not only for the public, but as us as trainers to get together and talk about different horses and things like that, and the stuff that you learn it's great, you know. And we get a lot closer. In the beginning, everybody's like, I don't want to show up with this trainer or that trainer because they're going to try to take my clients and all that. And we've broken that those walls down too. And now we have trainers that, I mean, they're wanting to be there and they want to, you know, talk.
As you said, you got to turn some of them away, so that's really good.
Yeah, we do have to turn.
All right, we got to take our first break already. The Verde Valley Equine Festival is coming up April 15th through the 17th. More information at verdevalley-equinefestival.com. This is Countywide. We'll be back in just a couple minutes.
Take a look under your bed. Find stuff under there? What about jobs? No? Now try your closet. Still no jobs? Just more stuff? Well, you really have both. See, stuff is defined as household articles considered as a group. Sometimes this stuff is no longer needed. Wait, no longer needed? That can't be right. Because remember those jobs you were looking for? Those are really needed. And they're the stuff inside your stuff. Our job is to unlock those jobs. And it starts when you donate your stuff to your local Goodwill. Here's how we do it. When you donate to Goodwill, we sell your stuff to provide job training for people right here in your community. So just by teaming up with Goodwill, you help create jobs. And isn't that worth parting with the leftover keytar from your 80s cover band? Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs.
Me and my boy Matt had it good. He had catnip that was off the hook. But one day, he brings a girl home, and she's allergic to cats. Every sneeze was a nail in my coffin. Now I'm in a shelter. It's decent, but they don't even have Wi-Fi.
Look at you. You're at the top of your game. You're unstoppable. Nothing can throw you off track. Wait, is that your car? Uh-oh. Yeah, I saw that coming. That will throw you off track. You're looking at around 10 grand in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Let's try this again. Smart move. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Welcome back to Countywide. Darcy Cochran and Jody Swink in studio today from Verde Valley Equine Festival, coming up April 15th through the 17th at the Verde Valley Fairgrounds. You can find out a bunch of information at verdevalley-equinefestival.com. All right, so we talked about there's going to be a wide variety of clinics that people, just about anybody who's got a horse is going to find out something that they're going to like to go see.
And people who don't have a horse. If you love horses, you're going to enjoy yourself at the festival.
Yeah, just looking at horses is so much fun.
Or if you're thinking about getting a horse.
It's a good place to come, yes.
To come and talk to get your knowledge and steer you in the right direction so you can make a good choice.
I was going to say, yeah, because if I were to go out and try to buy a horse, I would probably buy completely the wrong horse for me.
Yeah,
but
it happens all the time.
Horses kind of fit people, and people fit horses, I would imagine, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Exactly.
We got a bunch of breeds of horses coming. Is there going to be a wide variety there?
There will be. We'll have everything from quarter horses to Andalusians to Mustangs, Appaloosas. I mean, pretty much every breed will be represented in some way. We have this year, since we are using the Mustangs for the Arizona Horseman's Challenge, that's going to be something new. We've usually used 2-year-old quarter horses from the same ranch. This year we're using the Mustangs, and we're going to have them auctioned off Sunday after the finale, and that's
Mustangs?
something new.
Yes.
How many Mustangs?
We're bringing in 8 Mustangs. Out of those 8, the trainers will pick 5. So 5 Mustangs will have 8 hours of training put on them Friday through Sunday.
These guys are wild. And gals.
They'll be halter broke.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're coming from the Florence prison system.
Okay.
So the prisoners will have them halter broke, very basic, more or less just so we can get a halter on them and get them led from point A to point B without anybody getting hurt.
Right.
And then it's up to the trainers at that point to make them the best horse they can make them over the 3 days.
Let's talk about that. Okay, let's talk about this Horseman's Challenge, because that sounds really good. I told you last year I talked about the Mustang Makeover, and now you've got the Horseman's Challenge going on at this. That sounds really interesting. What's that all about?
The Horseman's Challenge is it's a trainers 5 trainers that we've picked throughout the state, so the whole state's represented.
Is it random?
Kind of. Anybody can apply, and then we have. They apply, and then we have a board that we go through and we select our trainers.
Okay.
But we give everybody a chance. It does. You don't have to have. You could have 1 year's training experience, or you could have 10 years training experience. So we don't do that, but we go through, make sure they can be safe, and then we have 5 round pens set up in the arena all at once. So then we'll bring in the 5 horses, and you'll get to see all 5 trainers and all 5 horses work in 2-hour intervals.
Now, does the trainer pick the horse, or the horse pick the trainer?
Does.
Okay, so, all right, all right,
so
keep going.
We'll bring all the horses in, the trainers will pick their horse, we'll put them in their round pen, and then Friday afternoon we choose the horses, and they put the first 2 hours on.
Okay.
And now if you're sitting in the bleachers, you get to see all 5 guys and all 5 horses at the same time. So, which
Everyone's
is really
working a
nice.
different Mustang.
Right, because you get to see 5 different methods going on at once. So we do 2 hours Friday afternoon. Then we give the horses a break all night. Saturday morning, we put another 2 hours on the horses.
Okay.
And then Saturday afternoon, we put another 2 hours. Sunday, they put their final 2 hours on Sunday morning. So that's 8 hours.
Wow.
Now, Sunday afternoon, we'll have an obstacle course set up that the trainers will take their horses and they will showcase them to the best of their ability.
What kind of an obstacle course are we talking about?
We'll have a bridge.
Okay.
We'll have a tarp. We usually have something to drag.
Are all these things that worry horses, and we're trying to get them to get past these points? A bridge is something that worries a horse.
Generally
and tarps, something that's not level on the ground and not solid footing. Is this something that they walk over? Is that it?
Walk over,
Okay.
And it's it really showcases the relationship that the trainer and the horse, the trust that they've developed over the last 8 hours.
How important is that?
It's huge. Trust is everything in anything you do. You know, not only do you have to trust the horse, but the horse has to trust you that you're not putting him in a bad situation. So trust is probably the biggest thing of all. And once you have trust, then you got try, and once you got try, you can get anything accomplished.
I like that. Okay, I like that. Let's move on. So this is all done and ready to go. So we're going to have this happening Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So that would really be fun and interesting to watch. Now we've got some specialty kind of horses that you see them on movies all the time. The ones that tuck their heads into their chest and they do the dancing and stuff like that.
Those are Andalusians, and Quadra San Benito is coming. This is their 2nd year joining us, and it's a new sport called working equitation, and it's big in Europe, and it takes dressage and trail obstacles and kind of marries them together, and it is something that is so beautiful to watch, how these horses move and what beautiful control they have, and they maneuver through all these obstacles in such a beautifully controlled way. And usually the Quadra San Benito people bring a couple different stallions and a couple different mares, and they do an exhibition, and they'll go through and show what working equitation looks like. And in working equitation, they do a dressage test, which is without the obstacles, just a test of dressage with the horse, and that puts them through different maneuvers, how they do that. Then they have an obstacle course where they are judged on how thoroughly and how well they do the obstacles, and then they do a speed obstacle, which is just how fast can you get it done. And it is something really exciting to watch. And this year, I believe on Sunday, Quadra San Benito is offering a participation clinic. So if this is something, you have a little experience in dressage and you want to get interested in something new, he's doing an introduction to working equitation clinic. And it's only $50, and you get, I believe, 2.5 hours.
2.5 hours, I believe.
2.5 hours, and we limit to 12 to 15 participants, so it's one-on-one time with that trainer.
Okay.
And you'll get a hands-on, you can bring your horse and have a hands-on clinic with him.
Oh, wow. Okay, we got to take our second break already. Verde Valley Equine Festival, April 15th through the 17th. VerdeValleyEquineFestival.com. Stick around, countywide, back in just a couple minutes.
Morning, Gary. We are GetSchooled.com. You want a college education, don't you?
You know you do.
That's why we're here. We're free and here to guide you through every step of the way, starting with attendance. Gary, financial aid forms. Picking a college, man. You and us. Go together like tacos and Tuesday.
And I love tacos. Go to getschool.com.
Don't wait. Communicate. Make your emergency plan today.
Welcome back to Countywide. We've got just a couple minutes left in the program. Darcy Cochran and Jody Swink in studio today with the Verde Valley Equine Festival, April 15th through the 17th, verdevalley-equinefestival.com. We'll have exhibitions as well. Now, past exhibitions, I guess you guys just said over off camera here that we have something different every year. I saw a photo of somebody on a horseback with bow and arrow shooting, like, I think, balloons or something.
Yeah, we've had mounted archery. We've had cowboy mounted shooting.
Yes.
We've had extreme cowboy race.
We've had driving exhibitions.
Driving. And we try to change it up every year. We have the mini Mesquite's come, the
little
ponies,
mini drill team.
Mini drill team.
Okay, all
We've
right,
had
all right.
them come. So, you know, we try to change it up every year, something different, so it's not the same show and you don't get same people. And
this year we'll have a prelude to you had mentioned the Mustang Makeover. We have one of our youth is a competitor in the youth division that's going to take place in Queen Creek the weekend after our event. And she's going to do, they have to do a 5-minute routine or 2-minute, and she's going to do that on Sunday. She's going to come out with her little filly and so that's one of the exhibitions, is she's going to run through her routine, do a dry run for us and show us what she's accomplished with her little filly.
You do that. You do the routines, right? In the parades.
We do, yeah, the drill team.
How hard is that to train your horse to do? Because obviously.
It actually is very hard because horses don't like to run at each other. They don't like to be that close to each other. They have a certain hierarchy, and if this horse flicks its ear, that horse is going to move away, and it's sometimes hard to get the horses to listen to us over each other and be able to maneuver and come at each other and be next to each other and be right close to each other.
Gosh, yeah,
it's not something, it's a lot of mental stress, and not every horse can do it. And
how often do you work together, though?
Every Sunday we do.
Okay, so every
practice.
Sunday these horses, I imagine, you become very familiar with each other. But there's still a pecking order in there.
Yes.
There has to be,
yes.
right?
And there's always one or two horses that put off a lot of get out of my way, and it's always a little challenging doing maneuvers with a horse like that. We just have to do it over and over and reassure them that yes, you're going to be okay. I'm going to keep you safe from that horse, and it is a lot of fun. It's a lot of excitement, and it's just not something every horse is created to do. Every horse has a personality like we do. Some of them can do parades and can do drill, and some of them would rather be out on the trail working the cattle, and it's finding the best fit for what you'd like to do.
They're just like us, aren't they?
Yeah.
All right, we're out of time. Darcy Cochran, Jody Swink, thank you so much for coming in. I really
Thanks,
appreciate your time. Verde Valley Equine Festival, again, April 15th through the 17th. VerdeValleyEquineFestival.com. That's today's Countywide, and we'll talk to you again next time.